Hello, my friends. This is Jeannie. Welcome back. If you are a first time visitor, welcome and thank you. Welcome, everyone, to week 2 of the CC Designs collab with Gracie21. As I have stated in past videos, this is a 4-week collab, basically lasting the entire month of August. Every Saturday, the 4 of us will be posting projects using that we made using our CC Designs stamps and other items that we have in our stash. 4 ladies are participating in this collaboration. All 4 channels are linked down below in the information bar so that you can follow the link, visit the other channels, check out the projects, and subscribe. Hopefully, right? If you like what you see, subscribe. The 4 ladies participating in the collaboration are Tina, who is Crafty Bean, Sybil, who is Sybil B, myself, who is Happily Ever After, and Grace, of course, who is Gracie21. This week, I decided to make some cards using my Halloween stamps. To my absolute shock, I was doing some shopping recently and there was so much Halloween stuff that's already out. It's absolutely insane. I feel like I'm being rushed. My summer is rushed and they are already pushing me into the fall. But at least it's Halloween and I do love Halloween. So it did put me in a Halloween kind of mood. So I pulled out the CC Designs stamps that were all Halloween related and I colored them up using my Copic markers. I colored up Pumpkin Birgitta. She is a cutie. Then here we have Franken Lucy. She is my absolute favorite. Here we have Bones. And here we have Jack. And again, I colored up these images using my Copic markers. And then I used my brother's scanning cut to cut them out. The other items that I used for this particular project are these Your Next Stamp gumdrops. And I'll show you in a few how I use those. I used these purple and green colors. Absolutely love those. Very Halloween-y. I used this artsy stamp. Specifically, I used a haunted house and the coordinating die. And then I used these sentiments. These are by Scrappy Moms. And unfortunately, this shop is no longer around. I remember picking these up kind of on it was a flash liquidation. They're closing their shop kind of sale. And then, for this one, I used a Frankly You're the Best. And I used Friends Like You Are a Treat. I also used the Small Talk stickers by Tim Holtz. They have a bunch of Halloween themed ones, so I used that. I used my color splash paper. I love my color splash paper. And then I had this 6x6 Halloween themed paper pad by Martha Stewart. I remember picking this up on clearance from Joann's long time ago. I think it was Joann's. I could be wrong about that, but Joanne seems to be sticking out in my head. And then I did use this Bow Bunny Natural Necessities paper pad. Has these beautiful basic colors with polka dots. Absolutely gorgeous paper pad. I did use that. So once I stamped and colored my images, I did use, as I said, my scanning cut to cut them out. And I love my scanning cut. It was a love-hate relationship in the beginning, but now it's love. Now that I've figured out a couple little tips and tricks to help me get less frustrated with the whole mat not sticking situation. Before I show you the finished cards, I thought I would film me putting together the final card so that you can see a little bit of the process. I started with a base of 110 pound paper and folded. It's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. What I did was I then cut another panel. This is that Martha Stewart paper, same size as the card base. That would be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I adhered it to the front of the card. So this is basically what I'm starting with on the front of my card. You guys know I love to build scenes. That is just something that I enjoy doing when it comes to cards. So I used that Recollections paper. I cut it so that it was a 1/4 inch smaller than this panel. So I cut it to 4 by 5 1/2. This way, when I put it on top of this, it'll leave a 1/4 inch border all around so that you can see that paper in the background. Then here is that polka dot, and I cut it using my Hillside, Stitch Hillside. It's another favorite of mine. Still stitched Hillside die. I used that to cut the hill, and I did adhere that onto the panel. I love this hill because I need it, number one, to ground my images, and two, it's just perfect in creating this nighttime scene. I always like to ground my images. I just don't like to see images randomly floating on a card. It's just something that throws me for a loop. I don't know why, but it just does. I just need to see my images grounded. That's just me. When I adhered the hillside, I didn't put the tape all the way up to the edge because I wanted to be able to tuck the house into the back, which I was able to do. When I stamped this house, I stamped it using my archival ink, and I stamped it onto white 65 pound paper. After it was stamped, I did go in with a yellow Copic marker to color in the windows to create the glow as opposed to just having that stark white. And then here is the sentiment I pulled out from that paper, from that small talk pad. It says, "Things that go bump in the night." Before I adhered bones onto this panel, I did put a little bit of, and you can see the kind of tape that I use, some dimensional tape on the back of bones to pop them up a little bit. And then I also put some of that same dimensional tape on the back of this panel so that I can pop it up a little bit here. So now I am at the point where I'm about to adhere this. I never get it perfect, but that's okay. Handmade isn't perfect. That's what makes it special. So there is the panel. I think it looks really, really cute, but still, you can still use it a little bit more. And this is where these little gumdrops come in. I could use purple, I could use green, but I think I'm going to use purple here. And I'm going to use my little tweezers just to help with the placement. And I don't fuss too much about where I place them. I just try to do it so that it's even at the very least, and that it's like just pleasing to the eye. No real rules in terms of placement, just whatever looks nice to your particular eye. So let's go ahead and place a few more of these. I love these. These are great. Let's see if I can get them off here. Guys, if I told you what time it is right now, you wouldn't believe me. So I'm going to tell you anyway. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. It's actually way after 4. It's probably closer to 5 now. I just got home really, really late today, Friday. I guess it's Saturday morning now. It's been a crazy work week, and I didn't get a real opportunity to start crafting until I got home today. Luckily, I did have most of my images colored in. I had two that I had to do, but I did have most of them already done. But I still had to cut the images, and then I had to figure out the paper situation, what papers I was going to use. You know what? We have one more of these dots. We might as well try to finish using it. I had an idea in my mind of what I wanted the cards to look like, but still I had to pull everything out from different area of my house because it is Halloween. I keep that in a separate bin, so I had to go into my basement to pull out my Halloween bin. So yeah, and I'm a super slow crafter. We all know that, right? I've said that I don't know how many times. So here it is, almost 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm only now finishing up my cards, which is why I'm kind of speaking at a whisper. I'm trying not to wake the dogs up, the cats up, my daughter up, the husband up. I'm trying to let everybody sleep since I'm awake. No need to wake everyone else up. So that is the finished card. I think it looks really, really cute. I love the sparkle from the gumdrops. And I already stamped the inside of the card. So the front, it says, things that go bump in the night. When you open it up, friends like you are a treat. And on the back of these cards, because they are Halloween, I did use my little black cat creator stamp, and this says created just for you by Happily Ella After. I love this stamp. I have black cats. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned that before. Chala and Mako. And before them, I had Shadow and Willow. They have since passed away, but I always have black cats in my house. So now that I've shared that completed card with you, let me share with you some of the other cards I made. And of course, when I colored these in, I did make high quality color scans of them and cut those out as well. And I'm going to put these extras in my stash for later on. I can make quick little projects. I shared a video where I explain my whole process of every time I Copic color something or color something up, how I make high quality scans of the images so that I create a bit of a stash to always have on standby. So let me share with you the other cards. Here is sweet little pumpkin Brigida, all finished up. It says here, get your candy on. She is so cute. I love her little freckles. And then on the inside, of course, it says, friends like you are a special treat. So that is the front. Here is little Frank and Lucy. You're my favorite monster. She might be my favorite. Frankly, you're the best. I'm super happy with the way these turned out. And these, I love, love, love the scene. I am a big fan of creating scenes. I think that's one of the things I enjoy most about creating cards or card making is just the scene building in the background. I absolutely just, it makes me so happy, even though it takes me forever. It does make me happy, and I'm really happy with the way that this one turned out. Here we have Jack, or colored up. Here we have that stamp in the background. It says Happy Halloween. And again, this is that Martha Stewart paper. This is that Recollections paper. Friends like you are a special treat. I think 3 out of the 4 cards have that same sentiment, and all of them have my channel stamp on the back. So that is my project share for week 2 of the CC Designs collab with Gracie21. I did say last week that I would be announcing the winners of last week's prize in this video, but quite honestly, it is so late that at this point I'm a little tired. So I think I'm just going to go to bed, and when I wake up in the morning, I'll film a second video where I will show the selection process, because I always like to show that so everybody knows that the selection's on the up and up. In the meantime, there will be another prize for this week's video, and I thought this week I would do, in keeping with kind of like seasons, a change of the seasons, and fall, and then we have winter. I thought I would give away this winter borders set. So you get the icicles here. You also get like a line of pine trees, and look, you get your own stitched hillside. So if you've always wanted a stitched hillside border, a pine tree border, and an icicle border, all of which I have all of these dies, not necessarily this brand, but in some way, shape, or form already in my stash. So I have no problems giving this one away, and I ordered it specifically with a giveaway in mind. So if you would like to be entered into the giveaway for this particular die set, just a couple of things. You need to be 18 years or older. You need to subscribe to my channel. I am opening this up to US and international, and all you need to do is just leave a comment down below indicating that you would like to be entered into the drawing for this. Either please enter me, or it doesn't really matter what you say, just say something so that it's clear to me that you want to be entered into the drawing, or you would like to win this. And I will announce the winner of this die set next week, and I'll probably do a separate video for it next week too. I think I'll do that from this point forward. I'll just do separate videos, because I know next week I'm probably going to be crafting at the last minute yet again. So thank you everyone so much for visiting and watching my videos. I truly do appreciate it. If this is your first time visiting me and you like what you see, subscribe, come back. I would love that. And if you really like this video, a thumbs up would be greatly appreciated. And again, be sure to visit the other ladies who are participating in this collaboration. They are super talented, awesome souls. Definitely worth visiting, checking out their videos. You will learn, you will laugh, and you will appreciate their skills. Thank you, my friends, so much for for watching my video. I truly do appreciate it. Until next time, bye bye.